Good evening and welcome to the Enmarket Arena, the 28th annual Savannah Hockey Classic. You just saw a terrific Game 1. You're going to see a terrific Game 2 here. Thanks to everybody at GPTV. We got Jake next door to us on the PA. Then we got Elliot. We got Grant. Then we got Billy. Then we got people downstairs. We got people on the ice. We've got it all coming to you right here on Ghost Pirates TV. I know we're a little bit behind, but it was a great game between the Florida Gators and the Tennessee Volunteers. Good evening, everybody. I'm Louis DiPaolo. Thanks for joining us here. Sterling Kalergias. Sterling is from Georgia Tech. He's joining us here. He's going to be doing color for us tonight. So, the 28-year history. When were you born?
2004.
Okay.
Yes.
The 28-year history. Here's what we got. You had 4 teams: Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and Georgia Tech, your school.
Yes.
After a couple of years, they replaced Tennessee with Florida State. Florida State remained here for decades, and then a few years ago, Tennessee replaced Florida State. They came in, they won last year. They beat the Georgia Bulldogs. And now this year we got even better. We've got Florida State, we welcome back.
Yes.
They're going to be playing your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets after this. And we welcome Al Sirwa Cock Hockey to Savannah. The Savannah Gamecocks, great hockey program. Al Sirwa, their coach, terrific guy, loads of fun. And he played in the ECHL. His name is up in a banner. He played in this league up in Rimouski. Brad Richards has 2 of the top 5 all season scoring. 185 points, number 1. Sidney Crosby, you may have heard of him.
Yes, sir.
He has number 2 and number 3. And Al Sirwa has number 5. He had 127 points playing in juniors in the Quebec Major Junior League. Now, what we've got going on here for you tonight, the South Carolina team, this Georgia team, very close. Georgia coached by my friend John Camp also. Terrific guys, terrific program up in Athens. Want to say hi to Joe Copshaw. He is watching. Not sure if my favorite Georgia announcer is coming on, but we'll give you a shout out soon. But the Georgia Bulldogs now play in the new Athens Arena, 5,000 seat place, beautiful place. And then they've been able to fill up with big crowds. Coach Camp has done a terrific job taking over. We're both Philly guys, so we have a lot of fun with that. They've got a lot of people they needed to replace as we've got the players out on the ice. But these two teams, very similar. Here's the irony. The ACHA sent the SEC over to Europe. A lot of these guys played together. These two guys coached together on the bench. Now they're here, Sterling, and they're going to be fighting. They're going to be rivals for a chance to play the Florida Gators tomorrow.
That is quite a story. Can't wait to see how it unfolds there. Just wanted to say quickly, you brought up the Aikens Ford Arena in Athens. I was lucky enough to check it out for the first time this fall. Such a beautiful arena and a huge step in the growth of Southern collegiate hockey.
Well, college hockey in the South has been terrific. Lots of Long Island connections we talked about. There's a few of them down here on the ice for the Bulldogs. One big one for South Carolina. Watch John Riggins, the Diesel. He's amazing. He is a lot of fun. And like the Florida Gators 2 years ago, the South Carolina team, they won Division I national championships. And I don't know if Ronan or Tony are watching, but say hi to your families. You guys were great. We're going to go back down to ice level now coming up as we get ready for our starting players.
His defensive partner is number 27, Truman Hagen. And forward number 3, Evan Parente. Forward number 13, Ryan Bailey. Forward number 16, Spencer Watson. In between the pipes for the Bulldogs, number 40, Isaac Houghton. Georgia's led by head coach John Kemp. And now the starting lineup for the South Carolina Gamecocks. On defense, number 5, Kai Butzikin. His defensive partner is number 6, Tommy Marvin. And forward, number 4, Colin Reed. Forward, number 10, Matthew Baxter. Forward, number 25, John Riggins. In between the pipes for South Carolina, number 33, Tyler Tilmoyen. South Carolina is led by head coach Al Stroix. These are the players, these are your teams. This is the Savannah Hockey Classic. Make some noise! We ask all who are able to please rise and remove your caps for the performing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Let's play hockey!
All right, everybody, welcome back. Louis DePaulo, Sterling Kalajeas, Mr. Sterling.
Oh, yes.
You got to be excited. Your first time on the air here. It's so fun. I know you've been here. The Georgia Tech team is an original team, but now you get to call your in-state rival against South Carolina.
Oh, yes. Actually, this is my first time ever here at the Savannah Hockey Classic. I know this moment's a year in the making, but super happy to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and super excited for this SEC matchup. You know, UGA is a very good team out of the state of Georgia, made it all the way to the semifinals in last season's AAU National Championship Tournament. They're out here in front of their home fans, and for South Carolina, we'll see what they could do their first time here at Enmarket Arena.
Well, I'll tell you what, they are ready to rock and roll. The Georgia faithful are here. Want to thank John Camp, Todd Miller, Beneke, all the boys that made their annual trip to the Children's Hospital. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. But you know what? Life lessons. Absolutely love what's going on with these kids. Shot, pad, save, just fanned on it, backhand, followed up by Parente, the captain of this team from Grafton, Mass. I'm going to give a shout out to former University of Georgia broadcaster Torrin Smith. Torrin, hope you guys are doing well. Well, I hope you're doing well. Joe, not so much. Just kidding. Hey, listen, speaking of that, Pediatric Cancer Night, take a look.
PiratesHockey.com.
Go to the Ghost Pirates, jump in, and come here Sunday and help support that. My second year in a row, Coach Camp invited me to go with the team to the hospital. The people at the Children's Hospital of Savannah, as you see a big save there by Hagen as he holds on, loose puck in front, scramble. Gamecocks come up. These two teams met earlier this year. Georgia come out on top, taking a shot, pad save. Oh, that got behind Tomoyan. Back and forth they go. Gamecocks cut out in front. Hagen there, shot, goal! Gamecocks 1-0 on a play that went by Tomoyan, got kicked over to the corner, comes right back. Van Mullen should have the goal. Number 12. We'll get the official score in a minute. You see him cut right in. There's the rebound, and he goes 5-hole on the rebound. We'll get the goals and the assists coming up here from Jacob in just a second. 1-0 Gamecocks. As Hagen holds on, drops the puck now in the trapezoid.
South Carolina, go! Scored by number 12, Lucas Van Mullen. Assisted by number 18, Carson Scope. Time of the goal, 1:03 in the first period.
Wow. They come in, get that shot, the rebound. Johnny on the doorstep. And again, the Bulldogs just went down. That puck got behind Tomoy and just trickled over into the corner, or it could have been 1-0 for this Bulldogs team. These two teams played in September. Georgia coming out victorious there. But when I was talking to Coach Camp earlier today, he said these games are always close. They're always one-goal games. They're built the same, big, strong, physical players. They don't mind the contact. Ironically, Coach Sirois' Gamecocks this year don't have anywhere near the amount of penalties that we're used to seeing from a very physical team. And you can thank the players for making sure that they stay out of the sin bin and don't get over that line. There's always a line where you want to find and stay out of the box, and his Gamecocks this year makes it much easier to win, Sterling, when you're playing 5-on-5, maybe 5-on-4, not the other way around.
Especially against this Georgia team, this power play unit is a really fast puck-moving unit, led by Ryan Bailey. Loves to sling that puck cross ice, as you saw a great save made there. Like you alluded to, I thought Georgia had a fast start, some good looks for Parente and Knoll, so you want to keep on doing what's been working for Georgia thus far.
Martin able to get that puck deep as he takes a hit. Georgia wearing their black with red, in South Carolina in the away whites. Hagen there. Gone. Long-time goaltender Ryan Testino. Not sure if you're watching. Loved covering your career as the Gamecocks come right back in. Looking backhand. Big save. Holding his position was Hagen on that one. Terrific job coming in. Colin Reed. There's Rigo, number 25 for the Gamecocks. physical senior taken down. Play continues. Georgia comes out. Referee right there, making sure everybody gets up with no problems. And the puck goes down the other end. Georgia able to pick it up and dump it in. That went off the stick of McAvoy. Up here on the half wall. Up into the point. Comes, gets right by Martin. Gamecocks come right back. Down low, thrown out in front. Didn't get there. That was off Baxter. Gamecocks regroup. They go all the way back down their own end. Bring the puck over here to Riccitelli. Comes right back through. And the Georgia Bulldogs, they're going to regroup. Looking for a long stretch pass. They send a man in. Coming in, taking a shot. Flash in the pad was Tomoyan on that one. Smart, composed pass by the Georgia Bulldogs as they had a golden opportunity there. Tomoyan solid on that. There's another one. Off into the corner it goes. Larson all the way back. Icing waved off. Play continues. That went off the official. Put Larson in a tough position. That went off the linesman. That one put Kerrigan in a tough position. Bouncing puck here into the corner now. Bulldogs. Down 1-0. We had a goal in minute 1 to get this game started by the Gamecocks. Gamecocks pull up now. Back up to the point. They bring the puck over to Flaherty. Right out in on that far side. That puck squirted free. Flaherty holds his man up. Play continues. Brendan Flaherty, Orangeburg, New York. Had a great story with him when we were in Philly for Nationals. Ends up his mom and dad were friends with a friend of mine from up there. She ended up at their wedding way back in the 80s. Way before you were thought about, Sterling. So what's your thoughts so far the first 6.5 minutes?
Well, we just saw some great shifts in the offensive zone from both teams, but I wanted to give a shout out to a beautiful cross-ice feed we just saw from Graham Baird, getting it over to Punzenberger, who walked in with a great look on Timoyan, who's locked in to start this first period. That led to sustained pressure for the Ice Dogs and a really good shift to start this game.
There's a shot and a goal from the point. Aiden Dumphy beats Hagen 2-0 Gamecocks. Holy cow.
You know, it's been a theme of mine this season to say it's always a good idea to just put the puck on net. Plenty of traffic in front of Hagen. Just a little wrist off from the blue line with the traffic in front. 2-0 Gamecocks early in this one.
Wow, what a start for Coach Sirois in this bench of the Gamecocks. Want to give a shout out. Well, if we get a chance here in just a second, we'll get the goal first. As the Bulldogs struggling.
South Carolina, go! Scored by number 2, Aiden Dunphy. Assisted by number 11, Carson Stickley, and number 13, Nico Tashian. Time of the goal.
Tomoyan, big save. Rebound cleared, not out. Georgia able to keep the puck in, at least momentarily. Good pressure up and off the wall. Pulled up, great job. Truman Hagen now. Loose puck comes all the way into the blue paint. Tomoyan kicked that one aside. Gamecocks coming right back. Toe drag. Hagen into the corner. Parente reverses it. Hagen now with the puck. Coming up, the big fella from Excelsior, Minnesota. Ever been to Minnesota?
I have not, but I just went to Illinois the past couple weeks. Saw an NHL game there with the United Center. Beautiful barn there.
Hagen with the glove save. All right, we were talking about the quality of the kids and the programs and what these coaches do with the kids' life lessons. I told you about University of Georgia's program going to the hospital. shout out to our friends Lily, Paisley, Michaela, and her mom. We got to meet so many wonderful young people today in the Children's Hospital of Savannah. God bless you guys, and God bless your medical staff, the doctors and nurses taking care of you. You keep the faith. You're going to be fine, and we're hoping to get a couple visitors tomorrow night that are big Georgia Bulldog fans. But we got your back. You keep working. Back to live action here. Georgia Bulldogs. That puck comes all the way back down on an errant pass. Hagen coming way over. That'll give Coach Campy a little bit more gray hair than he already has. That shot deflected up and into the netting. We'll have a face-off with 11-19.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, you brought up earlier on the broadcast, little shout out to Torrin Smith. I was able to meet him last season when the Ice Dogs came to the Atlanta Ice Forum to take on the Yellow Jackets. Just an amazing individual, and for me, a big inspiration getting started with broadcasting at Georgia Tech. Torrin, you've done an amazing job. We hope you're enjoying this one. And thank you for all of your help last year and this year when we were trying to set up at Aikens Ford.
Torrin, great guy, along with Joe Copshaw. I first met them here. Sarge, shout out to Sarge, one of the original founding members from Georgia Tech.
Oh.
And he's watching back home in Huntsville, Alabama. But where was I going with that? It's been a long day already, right? Hang on here as I'm looking for something. Oh, we were talking about Torrin. That's the first time I got to work with the boys, Torrin and Joe. We got along great. Florida, Georgia, we can get along, right? And we had a really good time, a great experience working with those kids. And I ended up watching a lot of their broadcasts as we got an icing call and a whistle.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching just a few years ago, my first year of college, watching these Savannah Hockey Classic games. And I remember those Georgia boys on the broadcast doing an amazing job during some of those Georgia Tech games. They've done a really great job developing their own product on the UGA Ice Dogs YouTube channel. And like I mentioned, they were a big inspiration. As you just said, Georgia and Florida getting along. We're trying to do the same with Georgia Tech.
A puck goes into the South Carolina end. Marvin there to pick that one up. Marvin, turnover on the boards. Gamecocks patiently coming through, leading 2-0 here. Big surprise. Not what this Georgia team expected. They were in Nashville last weekend for the SEC showcase. Ended up finishing third place. Beat Missouri on Sunday. I think it was 5-3, 6-3. Hagen with the save. Good weekend, good trip for the boys. Oh, off the side of the iron. South Carolina ranked number 8. Georgia, number 9. Those things so big for the rankings and for the playoffs as we got a whistle coming up.
You know, two big SEC programs here going at it. As you mentioned, these two teams ranked right next to each other. Despite the early 2-0 lead for South Carolina, you know, if you're UGA, you want to keep sticking to it. You've got to sustain pressure in the offensive zone. So not a bad start for the Ice Dogs for sure. Let's see if they can keep the pressure going.
All right, back to live action. Here we go. Gamecocks up, off the wall. Coming in, nice stick by Martin as he got rid of that one. South Carolina retreats behind Tomoyan. Tomoyan's got those old school looking pads, right?
Oh, it's a great look.
It is. Bulldogs made a backdoor pass, turn shot. That was the captain, the assistant captain, Parente there. He's had a couple of good looks. And Tomoyan with the big save off Bill Martin. And we'll have our media timeout, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Fans, it's tonight's Flex Cam. You've been working on your New Year's resolutions, so let's see the progress. It's time for the Flex Cam. I said flex!
I didn't see too many people flexing.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, that's it. Get that little guy going. Wow.
Wow, look at that.
All right. Never know what you're going to see here at the Savannah Hockey Classic. I think he was Georgia Tech just dressed in a Gator outfit. What do you think?
What'd you say?
I think he was a Georgia Tech fan just dressed in the Gator outfit.
Really?
All right, there's some Cock Hockey fans here in the building, made the trip down from Irmo, South Carolina. Crazy place to play. As I mentioned earlier, Athens with their new barn. Coach Camp enjoying great crowds. Make sure you get out and see Georgia. They got 3 home games next weekend. Little crazy time, so they're doing happy hour stuff. But Bulldog hockey Friday, Saturday, Sunday back in Athens. So make sure that you get out and support the red and black as you see a big hit at center. Both players stay out. Bonsukin with that one. Georgia turns, dumps it in. Tomoyan leaves it. Marchese now. Long stretch pass on the far side. Gamecocks come in. Shot. Hagen with the easy save. Colin Reed nearly picked it back up. There's Riggins. Riggins doesn't wait for anybody. Physical, fast, skillful. That's poked away by Hagen. And the puck up and into the stands.
You know, speaking of Hagen, I know we just talked about Tyler Tomoyan's gear setup, but ever since the first time I saw Hagen play, look at those pads the next time you see him. The full colors, red and black, the Bulldog logo right there in the pads. He's got quite the look as well.
Yeah, he's all decked out. Georgia's got it all together, man, with their program, with the marketing, with the merch. You know, I mean, he's all set.
I was super impressed with their game day presentation as well. Very professional program.
Yeah, college hockey in the South has just been growing and growing. It's so much fun to watch. And these kids, student athletes, right here you're watching on YouTube, the Ghost Pirates channel, because none of these guys are getting NIL money. They're paying to play. They got to study. Their professors don't care that you're playing in the Savannah Classic. You still got to study. And that's the part I love about these kids. Your parents, you did a great job raising some fine individuals that are going to carry our country through, because they're learning great lessons playing hockey. Meanwhile, coming in, taking a shot, going one end to the other. Zach Knoll on that one. That one got by the glove of Tomoyan. This Gamecocks team, 9-3. If you trust the stats that you and I can look up, they're 9-3. Big shot, rebound, cleared, not out yet. Finally chipped back out to center. Georgia's offsides. And the Bulldogs, 12-8, got off to a little slow start. So much change from last season to this season, getting things adjusted. But on the bench, Campy, They've got Todd Miller, part of the Bills Mafia, him and his wife. We were talking about that earlier today. Vinny Maltz, Cameron Campbell, Steve Beneke has been with University of Georgia hockey since Jesus was a baby. He has been there forever. I've been around 15 years, and he's been there ever since. He does a lot of stuff with them and the Gladiators, but Benny, great guy. And then, obviously, Al Sirwal, we talked about. Stephen Brochu, Cocklenberg is the assistant, and Stephen Maggs, the GM for Cock Hockey.
You know, you mentioned that 12-8 record and a little bit of a slow start, but they played a gauntlet to start this season.
Sure.
Started the year at NC State, an ACHA Division I powerhouse, where they lost in overtime, then took on UNC, another D1 program. That one, the game-winning goal with just 30 seconds left. Followed that up with a trip to Minnesota to take on the Golden Gophers in 2 games. So a very tough start, and they've rebounded very nicely from that beginning. They played well in those games as well. So despite the 12-8 record, you got to make a little mention of that, I think.
Absolutely. If you want to be the best, you got to play the best, and that's what they do. They are scheduling for, increased competition. That increases recruiting. That increases the play. Always lots of talk about hockey in the South. Even on ESPN, there's a play right out in front. Shot blocked. Terrific play by Dunphy. Another one. Rebound cleared. South Carolina turns the puck right back over. Tomoyan back up. We got a delayed call. Hagen goes all the way back. Truman Hagen back to pick that one up. Holds on. South Carolina. Empty net for Georgia. South Carolina's gone a delayed call. Hagen comes in. Sets up. Still has the puck. Big, tall Bulldog. Brings it right back up to the point. Shot and a save by Tomoyan. So we got a penalty coming up. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left. Looks like it's going to be on Dunphy as the officials are signaling to the bench, and it is. So we got a 2-minute call. Cross check. And we have a Bulldog power play. Great chance for them to cut this lead in half. I just did the Florida-Tennessee game. Same kind of scenario. Down 2, have a chance to get in late in the first period. Let's see what the Bulldogs can come up with. Bulldog power play just missed on that as that was deflected, and they're going to have to regroup. Punzenberger there. Nice drop pass to Bailey. Now we got a penalty coming up. That's going to be an interference call. Something that'll drive the bench crazy. But seems like an easy call. Kerrigan going to the box. So that was a 15-second power play, Sterling.
That's a bit unfortunate. It's a dangerous UGA power play. We saw them with the extra attacker. A beautiful centering feed from Truman Hagen over to Zach Knoll. They wanted more of that on the power play, but unfortunately that call and neutral ice will negate the opportunity.
So we got 4-on-4 here. Let's see what happens. Coming in, taking a shot, Flaherty gloves, or I'm sorry, Reed, glove save, Hagen. So minute 36 left in the Gamecock penalty, minute 52 in the Georgia Bulldog penalty. So we will skate 4 aside for right now. Lots of time and space for these guys as we get ready for a terrific game number 2 in the end of the first period. All right, back to live action, bouncing puck. We got working on some audio stuff here, so excuse me for a minute while we're trying to get that resolved. Gamecocks right through center, nearly a turnover. Coming back in. Riggins, big shot, followed up with the backhand. Right here underneath now. Pass across, just missed Marvin. Right out in front, shot, goal! The Diesel, 3-0. The Gamecocks score on a 4-on-4. John Riggins, the senior from Bethpage, New York, lights the lamp. 3-0 Gamecocks.
And honestly, who else? Look at that centering feed there. Right to Riggins, I believe, from Tommy Marvin. Absolutely no mistake on the finish. 3 unanswered to start off this one.
All right, we'll get the call here in just a second from Jake.
South Carolina, go! Scored by number 25, John Riggins.
A shot and a goal going back the other way. It's breaking loose now is Bailey with the goal. While we work on some audio stuff, the Bulldogs are like, don't worry, we got the game on the ice. Bailey with the shot gets by Tomoyan. You see the pass, GPTV, beautiful play, pass across. He goes blocker, 3-1, Bulldogs right back in it.
What a quick answer by the Ice Dogs there right after the USC one.
Bulldog, go! Scored by number 13, Ryan Bailey. Assisted by number 3, Evan Parente. Time of the goal, 17:28 in the first period.
All right, Gamecocks lead. Cut to 2. Is Flaherty with the puck. Gamecocks. Back to 5 aside. Right out in front, covered up by Hagen.
Good cover there by Isaac Hagen as the Gamecocks look to continue the offense. Putting that puck on net. And Hagen able to freeze the play.
All right. Well, if you missed Sterling the whole first period, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Live broadcasting at its finest. But I think we're good now.
All right, minute 43 left. That comes over here. Right below on the far side, rimmed around to Miller. He's able to check it out. So our scheduled first intermission guest, if you're watching at home, is going to be the captain, number 8, Jake Pusker from Summit, New Jersey, for Coach Sirois. We'll get him down with our GPTV crew down on the ice. Get a quick minute with that Gamecock player as Hagen just missed on that. Gamecocks up 3-1. We got a minute left in this first period. Turnover at center ice. South Carolina just dumps it right back and into the corner it goes. Stewart there. Right here on the near side is Bailey. Bailey got them on the scoreboard, looking to do it again as he gets that puck deep. 37 seconds left. Comes back all the way to Larson. Bulldogs able to chip it right back in. Nice forecheck turn. Gamecocks pass over here on the near side. Chance for one more rush. 20 seconds left. Toe drag move by Toshjian. Could not get around the Bulldogs defense. Great play by using the body.
A lot of skill we've seen recently as Ryan Bailey also put on a nice deke on neutral ice just a moment ago.
Puck comes right back up to the blue line, and that's going to do it. So at the end of one, the Gamecocks storm out to a 3-0 lead. Couple of chances both ways, and then they put the puck in the net. But the Georgia Bulldogs come back with Bailey. We are going to try to get our first intermission guest, Mr. Jake Pusker from Summit, New Jersey, coming up here in just a second.
Fans, scan the QR code on the video board to get in on the action for Ghost Pirates memorabilia. The auction is powered by Dash. But you don't need a QR code to get our item of the game, our plush items. This plush item Davey. It's at the team store at the bottom of the staircase. And now let's send it over to our intermission interview with Louis DePaulo.
Hi everybody, I'm here with South Carolina's Jake Pusker. Jake, welcome to Savannah. How cool is it to be playing here?
Atmosphere here, love this rink, nice arena, and good start for our team.
So you came down from up north, you came down to South Carolina. Your experience with the Gamecock hockey team as it's grown, national championships, higher expectations. Now you're here in Savannah. What a positive thing.
Yeah, we just, for me personally as well, seen the sport of hockey grow so much down here in the South, and we love being a part of it.
Well, that first period exciting. You guys came out flying. You got a 3-0 lead. Bailey comes in and scores, makes it 3-1. But what a terrific, terrific first period of action.
Yeah, it was a big talking point in the room for us, having a good hot start, and we did that right away. Good few shifts, having them in, and capitalized early.
Well, on behalf of everyone here, welcome to you and the Gamecocks to Savannah. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Board. Phil takes an aggressive approach and Dave immediately swats it down. Honestly, next one, Dave, you make this next shot, you can win. Oh, just off the upright. Phil gets to make a very important defensive shot here. Phil just needs to make one more shot and he'll be putting it in. He's toying with Dave a little bit here. Bang, bang, they're both in. Dave making his move to the ice, center ice. I'm gonna spot him so he doesn't fall. And it looks like Dave is our winner tonight of our late night snack tic-tac-toe. Congratulations to both of you gentlemen, but only one of you is taking home the prize, courtesy of our friends at Goosehead Insurance.
Fans, welcome to the ice, the ViStar Credit Union Zamboni. Georgia's own credit union has been helping Georgia residents save money for 90 years. When you bank with Georgia's own, you'll enjoy better rates and fewer fees on checking accounts, credit cards, auto and home loans, and more. You'll also get free online and mobile banking with over 100,000 surcharge-free ATMs, financial education, and other resources. Visit georgiasown.org to see how you can become a member and start saving. Fans, check out the video board to see who's joining us for the Savannah Hockey Classic. Fans, we'd like to thank our friends at Sunbelt Rentals, a proud sponsor of this year's Savannah Hockey Classic. Ghost Pirates fans, the best way to stay up to date with your Ghost Pirates is with our mobile app. Check out team stats, find the schedule, buy tickets, or get the latest on scoring of today's game. It's all available now on the App Store, Google Play, or wherever you download apps. Thanks to Publix. welcome back to the ice, the Georgia Bulldogs.
All right, Sterling, we are back waiting for the South Carolina Gamecocks to come out, but a 3-1 start for South Carolina. Crazy start, not what anybody expected. Not sure that's even what Coach Sirois expected with his Gamecocks.
Well, what a phenomenal start to this one for South Carolina. It all opened up with a strike from Lucas Van Mullen, followed up from Brendan Flaherty, and then, of course, John Riggins making it 3-0. Now, amazing resiliency shown by the Ice Dogs, as right after that, Ryan Bailey would go back the other way and deposit it to make it 3-1.
So the Gamecocks a little slow to come back out. You see the replays coming up here from GPTV right out in front. That first goal of the game. Look at that camera work. Rebound, shot, just a terrific play. Johnny on the spot. Van Mullen got the scoring open. Georgia had some chances, too. As you see that Carolina go up 2 right there, and then the shot from the point, 3-0. Riggins was all over.
Yeah, lots of pucks put on net in that first period. Here, the shots on goal are reading 16-12 in favor of the Gamecocks. Tyler Tamoyan, though, has made some great saves in that first period, too.
Yeah, except for that one, right?
Except right there.
So, Tamoyan really strong. This Gamecocks team up 3-1, getting ready to start the second period. Jake's got this place just jamming. He's got Freebird blasting, which I would love to put on, but we'll get cut on the YouTube stream, so we don't want to do that. All right, back to live action here as we get ready for an incredible second period. Remember, the Gators were down 2 twice and came back. This Bulldog team composed. Anything's possible here at the Savannah Hockey Classic. Drop past Riggins. He and Marvin playing catch. Want to mention our officials. We got a great group of officials here. We got 2 Radolinskis, 2 Tottens, Todd Greenberg, Dan Fendius, Pete Flores, and Ross Cromaldi. And a special thanks to the referees. And my man, KT, Kurt Totten, brought us up some nourishment in between periods so we can keep going here. Kurt, thank you. You are the best.
Yeah, thank you very much.
See, I told Sterling that all referees aren't bad people, and we just proved it. Gamecocks come in, take a shot. Hogan save. First one, second one into the corner. Gamecocks pick it right back up again. There's a shot. That was high and into the netting. Von Sukin with that one.
Yeah, a couple nice chances there we saw. I believe it was Riggins taking the initial shot, following it up Matthew Baxter, but Isaac Hagen locking it down to start the second frame.
Just 50 seconds in. A little tequila on the PA. Back up top, South Carolina. Cut the music. Oh. He's waiting for everybody to say tequila. Jake knew more than what I thought as that pass comes back door and they just miss Finelli on that one. Enzo Finelli. There's a deflection. Finelli got to call some of his games when we were up in Philly from Williamstown, New Jersey. A lot of the kids from up north coming down as Hagen makes that save. Coming down to play hockey in the South, and it's really picked things up. Now, you guys at Georgia Tech, a little different. Obviously hard to get into. Almost as hard as Gainesville, right?
We have a lot of guys, sure, from the Metro Atlanta area, but also plenty from out of state as well, which is a bit surprising for a state school.
Not sure if he is watching, but want to say hi to Min Kim. Min Kim, what a terrific player for this Yellow Jacket team. And Sarge is probably going to tune in as well. He coached Yellow Jackets for a long time up there.
Yeah, I remember when I was joining the team, Min was one of the board members who did an excellent job of welcoming me and the rest of our new staff members. So, a very positive impression given to me by him.
Bulldogs now, far side, South Carolina trying to change. Good job clogging up the neutral zone, coming right back. Tashkian looking for the return pass. Nice job by the Bulldogs, able to clear it. Icing's going to be waved off. South Carolina back in their own end to pick it up. Marchese leaves it. They're going to regroup. Flaherty back to Marchese. Pass across, that was intercepted by the Bulldogs. They'll come right back in. Coming in, looking, pass across. Flaherty was there. Von Suken there and a goal! 3-2! What a crazy event as you watch this replay coming up. And the Never Quit Bulldogs are right back in it. Brandon Ng from Floral Park, New York, cut this lead in half, made it at 3-2 now. Here's your replay. Watch this. Just, you're not going to get any love on that goal when you're on the boards and you just throw it toward the net. Good things happen. Oops. We got the crowd mic.
Bulldog goal! Scored by number 5, Brandon Ng. That goal was unassisted.
So Ng unassisted, and here's the cool thing. This tournament is so big, and these rivals in the SEC are even bigger. Doesn't matter what your lead is, Sterling. No lead is safe.
Oh, no. I tend to think a 3-goal lead in hockey is one of the most dangerous ones. The Gamecocks up 3-0 early in that first. Georgia clawing their way back into that one. As we just talked about, Brandon Ng from below the goal line put it on goal, just sneaking it in before Tamoyan able to get to that post. So nice work for number 5.
There's Parente now. Ng was one step away from the first row of the bleachers, I think, when he threw that one in. Hagen without a stick. Now he gets to the bench. Georgia able to get him off and get 5 guys out with 5 sticks. Always nice to play that way.
Oh, yeah.
That puck hit a linesman. Doesn't get in. Looks like it hit him up high. He's okay, though. He's tough. Puck back behind their own net. Baird there. Cycle it back to Baird. Baird lost the puck. Picks it right back up. Nice poke away. Terrific play by number 10. That's Matthew Baxter on the forecheck. Bulldogs able to at least get something going forward. And Tamoyan, smart play again. Baird struggled a little bit in his own end, but picked the puck up. Sterling got it going forward, caused the face-off.
Yeah, and for the Gamecocks as well, don't be discouraged by, I guess, that crazy goal we just saw. I felt like a lot of the action so far in this middle frame has been in their offensive zone. So just calm down, collect your thoughts, keep playing the game you were playing, and for Tamoyan, freezing that puck to enable his team to do just that.
Something to watch. Hagen just went off, broke his stick. I guess they didn't have another one on the bench. So he went off into the tunnel back to the locker room running to get a new stick.
Oh, wow.
But he's got no way to get back to the bench until we have a stoppage of play. So they'll be running a man short as the Gamecocks come in. Beautiful play across Colin Reed. And now Georgia comes right back. Action picking up high and over the head off the stick of Sirota. Using that speed, throws it right toward the front again. Picked up, they had a man out in front. I think Riggins blocked that pass from coming across. Up and off the boards, back up to the point now. Half wall, cycled down, Riggins stole that one. Riggins looking. Just a sauce pass on the far side. Able to dump it in is Baxter, and he's going to go off on a line change as Hagen plays that. Bulldogs off their stick. Sirota on the forecheck. Georgia able to change, pick up a loose puck. Nice job making a change and coming up with possession on top of it. That comes right out in front. Tomoyan with the stick. Going back the other way is Finelli. Finelli picks that one up. Off the glove. Finelli still with it. Turns, just dumps it deep. Back there is Baird. Chipped up, can't get around the defense of Flaherty. Gamecocks now gain the zone. Looking for the backdoor pass. That was behind Flaherty. They'll come right back at the Gamecocks. Chipped all the way over here on the near side. There's a shot that's deflected in front. Chipped up and out. Georgia turns, fires it right back in. Tomoyan there. Tomoyan leaves it for Flaherty. Breakout pass. Missed that first opportunity as they were trying to hit Scove. That first pass, so important. There's a turnover. Georgia forecheck, putting some pressure on. Just about 7 minutes in the second period. 3-2, there's a bouncing puck. Tomoyan with the big juicy rebound. Down low, backhand pass. Looking for a man coming in. They missed it and going right back the other way. Tashjian, he takes a shot. Glove saved by Hagen. He holds on.
Georgia's really starting to find their game now. I thought earlier in this game we had plenty of good cycling from the Gamecocks. The Ice Dogs doing exactly that now. We saw it on that one shift alone. South Carolina trying to break it out from their own end, but the Georgia forecheck keeping them hemmed in into their own end. And as you just talked about a couple minutes ago with Truman Hagen, we just saw him come back on the ice and onto the bench for UGA.
So Hagen back on. The Ghost Pirates 1-1 with South Carolina. How about that? The Ghost Pirates giving up their barn for us tonight and tomorrow. They're in South Carolina. Want to wish them well. They're in playoff position in the ECHL. Right now in fourth place in the South. They've got terrific numbers here in Georgia with their Savannah Ghost Pirates. They love their hockey here in Savannah. It would be great to see them get in the playoffs for the first time. Meanwhile, Carolina, backdoor. Couldn't get it. Parente, back hand pass as he tipped that up to Miller. That was thwarted by the Gamecocks. Backdoor, nice job. Off a skate. Couldn't pick that one up. Georgia, they got a loose puck in front. There's a shot high and over the head. Nearly hit Totten in the head. Wouldn't have hurt him, but still would have hit him. Is Bailey there? Bailey came in, made a great play for the Bulldogs. Back behind to Dumpy. Far side. Oh, offsides. And here we go. Now we got some shenanigans going on. Georgia's going to end up in the box if they don't stop. And there it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's an unfair scenario. Seamus took this shot right at the whistle, and Georgia took exception to it. Wouldn't let it go. The referee was there trying to stop him. But I think they're going to come up shorthanded. The two officials are going to talk this one through.
I think that was Bill Martin responding for UGA. And for the Ice Dogs, I mean, you never want to see the opposing team taking a shot after the play is dead. I understand trying to protect your goaltender. We'll see what the referees thought of it all.
Well, you need to be maintaining your composure,
True.
you know, in a situation like this. So the officials talking this one through. Again, this group, we got a great group here all weekend. This particular game, Tyler Totten, Pete Flores, Todd Greenberg, and Ross Camaldi. 3 of the 4 referees are great. I'll let you decide who the 4th one is. But in the meantime, referees have called a penalty to number 7, Martin, as you mentioned. He's going in the sin bin, and so is Pusker. Pusker didn't get enough time being on our intermission interview.
I guess not.
Listen, that's a terrific job by the officials, keeping this game under control. They talked about it. Pete Flores does ECHL games for the dreaded Everblades. I can say that because I live in Orlando. I'm a diehard hockey fan, and I can tell you that Orlando nor the Savannah teams enjoy the Florida Everblades, but Pete's a great guy regardless. Drop pass, Gamecocks there. We're skating 4 aside. Riggins, the ever dangerous Diesel himself. Georgia can't gain control yet. Lots of time and space out there. Riggins just comes right back. Now he comes all the way back in his own end. He's going to set up. Comes over here on the near side. Marchese, they go back right out. Riggins with it. Riggins still with it, holding on. Strong. See that one hand? He still gets the pass off. Gamecocks just unable to make a play on it. But they get it right back. Gain the zone now. Looking, trying to make a toe drag. Good defensive play by the Bulldogs as they come right back. 56 seconds left. Big hit, maintaining composure, nearly maintained the puck with Serrata.
I think they're going to get him on a slash there on the forecheck.
Looks like it. So, Totten with the call. Slash. So now we're going to have a power play opportunity, Sterling, for the Gamecocks, and it's going to be a weird one. We're going to have a 4-on-3 situation.
It should be interesting. A chance to regroup for South Carolina, get back to what was working, get that cycle game going perhaps. Plenty of time, I think, with what I believe 45 seconds of 4-on-3 time. So big face-off here. You want to win this, prevent 10 to 20 seconds from dying down if UGA gets the clear.
Face-off controlled by South Carolina. They bring it over here to center. Nearly pulled it right back out, and they did. South Carolina pulls the puck right back out. That's Bonsukin with that one.
Wanted to say, you talked just now about the Florida Everblades. I was able to make it out to Hertz Arena 2 years ago. Check them out for the first time. You know, I grew up a New York Islanders fan, so very happy seeing a barn just like the old Nassau Coliseum. Quite different than a place here like a newer place like Edmarket Arena or Gas South in Atlanta, but a beautiful rink nevertheless.
Carolina now, 20 seconds left in this situation of 4-on-3. Then we'll go to a 5-on-4, see what they can come up with. Back to Bonsukin now. He's still got it. Georgia happy to keep him out. Great job. Hey, how about that new stick by Hagen?
Working well.
Exactly. Coming in is Van Mullen. Chip, we got a breakaway coming back. Bulldogs coming in. Parente shot high and over the head as he comes right in on top of Tomoyan. Great opportunity for the Bulldogs. Things starting to open up now.
And a fantastic one-touch feed to get it to Parente on that break.
South Carolina back on the far side. We'll set up. Coming through now. They got 44 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Up 3-2. Had a 3-0 lead. Bulldogs have battled back. They rim that around, bring it up top to Riggins. Riggins, sauce pass that definitely comes out. Tommy Marvin comes all the way back. Rigo over here on the near side, picked up off the wall by Pusker. Pusker dumps that one down. Reed. Reed holds on. 12 seconds left in the man advantage for the Gamecocks. They bring it right back up on the half wall, looking for a give and go. They got 2 men in front. They bring it back up to the point. There's a shot deflected. That just missed. Terrific play by the Gamecocks. And coming right out of the sin bin, Ing coming in, holding on. My bad, not Ing. Serrata, as he nearly had a golden opportunity from the box on a breakaway. Backdoor pass gets through momentarily. Martin on the defense. Comes all the way back. 8 minutes, 12 seconds left. Gamecocks 3. Georgia Bulldogs 2. Thanks for joining us here on the Ghost Pirates YouTube TV channel. We'll be here all weekend, including the next game between the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, Sterling's current school,
Oh, yes.
and the Florida State Seminoles. And then we come back tomorrow. We already know the Gators are in the championship game for the Savannah Cup. They will take on the winner of this game. And we'll be right back. Everybody wants a shirt and they go crazy for it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were waving. We're just a little bit too far for our Ghost Pirate man. He's got a good arm, but that is a long way up here. Hey, want to welcome the Kaplans. Mark and Marianne Kaplan watching back in Central Florida. Both Gamecock alum. Prominent alum. Mark in the mortgage business. Marianne in advertising. So nice to see alums of both schools tuning in, Sterling.
Yeah, that's really nice to see. We hope for the South Carolina alum. Special moment here for the first time playing in the Savannah Hockey Classic.
First time ever invited to Savannah. They're making the most of it. It's easy for Mark since he doesn't have a real job. He can tune in anytime. All right, back to live action here. Bulldogs pick it up in the trap. Back up to the point. D to D. Nice movement around the horn shot. Big save by Tomoyan. They throw that right back out in front. Dunphy there. Dunphy's going to skate it out. Look at that little move. He comes up with a puck again, gets all the way down, took a shot. That one off Martin. Beautiful play as he made a little spinorama and kept the puck going. Now he nearly took the head off of Patty Henry.
Yeah, like you mentioned, what an individual effort there.
Terrific plays. He went end to end. 7:08 left, second period. We are going to have Evan Parente, number 3 from Grafton, Mass., the senior Bulldog, the captain, be our second intermission guest live from the ice. Stay tuned for that with yours truly in the GPTV. In the take the draw, Carson Scove. That one goes forward with it. Bulldogs around the far side. Gamecocks turn, dump it right back in, make them break it out again as Hagen stops that. Up and off the wall. Lots of ice coming. Bulldogs get the puck deep. Toe drag. One man down. Second toe drag. Pass. Shot. Save. Tomoyan. Beautiful play. The Bulldogs have scored the last two. Nearly a golden opportunity there. Tomoyan's been good in net.
How about those couple toe drags from Ryan Bailey to set it all up?
Terrific play. He goes around them like Todd Miller standing on the practice ice. On the far side, Georgia coming right back at it again. Bailey. Georgia's going to have to tag up. They're going to change up instead. South Carolina trying to break it out on the near side. Dumped in. Pusker there for the Gamecocks. Goes off of him. Georgia can't maintain possession. Comes back up to the point. Shot deflected in front. Loose puck cleared over to the corner. Excellent job now by the forecheck of the Gamecocks. Couple players go down. Richatelli on the point. Far side. Tashjian. There's a shot. And Tomoyan with the save. He was struggling with that as he's holding on for dear life.
Back at the other end, Tashjian, I thought, had a really nice shift there, as you just saw, testing Isaac Hagen from the right circle. But previously, before that, screening him right, looking for the deflection, perhaps, to make it a 2-goal game.
Face off to the left of Hagen. Comes back up to the point. Kept in by Bonsukin. They're rimming around here on the near side. Picked up out of the air. Cleared, not out yet though. Now looks like it comes back out to center. Gamecocks come in. Couple of toe drags again. This time Tashjian with the toe drags. And he was able to get the puck in. Got a shot off, deflected in the net. Now they're going to have a face-off in the offensive end.
Seems to be the deke of the game thus far.
Oh, we got 3 stars of the game coming up. The Savannah Ghost Pirates 3 stars of the game. Maybe we need a deke of the game. Well, the deke of the week, we're not sure if it's Grant's Green Bay Packers or my Philadelphia Eagles. Coach Campy and I are big Eagles fans. Grant, a Wisconsin native. His cheeseheads messed up against the Bears, but regardless, we'll survive, and we got college hockey, so all is good, right?
All is fantastic.
South Carolina trying to get the puck in. Excellent job by Colin Reed. He got that one going forward. Nearly got run into his own bench. Bulldogs 4:30 left and counting. Once down 3-0. Now it's 3-2. South Carolina back in. Hagen there. Comes right out in front. Oh, they were looking for another one off. That would have been the second one off the goaltender from behind the net. Just unable to make that happen.
I think Matthew Baxter was inspired by Brandon Ing, as you just alluded to. That was a great individual effort from him, driving the goal, putting the puck on net on the backhand. He collects his own rebound, tries wrapping it around on the backhand, tried to bank it off of Hagen and in. Close, a bit unable to, but a good attempt nevertheless.
Close but no cigars.
So close but no cigar.
You don't smoke, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, me neither. I'll tell you who's going to be smoking soon. That's going to be Grant when he has his first baby coming up.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, he'll know in 4 weeks, boy or girl. I guess that determines whether he's going to be a mom or dad, right? All right, back to live action here. 4 minutes coming up. Georgia Bulldogs would love to get the equalizer before the end of the second. But the Gamecocks will have something to say about that. The puck comes back into their own end. There's Flaherty, cycles it over here. One more cycle. They pick it right back up. They go out on the far side as they pull Georgia all the way on the near side. Pass across, gain the zone. And now they've got possession in the front. Turnover. Picked right back up by the Gamecocks. Off his skate. Georgia has a chance here coming in. Taking a shot. Flaherty. Oh, just missed Hagen on that one. There was a big rebound off Tomoyan. Terrific play. That was Parente on the shot. My bad. But it was a perfect play. Pad pass. Just bounced over Hagen's stick.
Oh, so close. Georgia really getting some good rushes and some good opportunities flying off the rush as well. We just saw one right there. You know, as we talked about, for those of you who missed the first period, South Carolina went up in this game 3-0. The Ice Dogs clawing their way back because of plays like that.
In to take the draw was Albers. They win that one back, but it's chipped up and out. Georgia trying to come in and get a shot. They do. Tomoyan, big rebound shot. Oh, what a save. We need that replay. Beautiful save. A rebound comes out. Even Zach Knoll had to give Tomoyan a tap on the pads as he was going to his right. He reaches back with his glove and robs the Bulldogs of a goal. Holy cow. Watch this here on GPTV. There's the first shot. Big rebound. There's a shot, and you see him going right to left, and he just pulls it right back. Thanks, guys, downstairs. Oh! Tomoyan on a backhand. Just throw it at the net. Hope it goes in. That hit the post on the goal line, and they survive. That was absolutely insane right there.
Lots of great opportunities from some crazy tight angles here tonight.
We've seen all kinds of things going on here in Savannah. 2:25 left and counting. South Carolina brings it back up to the point. D to D. Shot, save. Oh, maybe not. Did that go up and hit the net and come right back down?
Think that was deflected right out in front, out of play. Just wanted to say we saw that beautiful look for Georgia and right before the previous whistle. That was Zach Knoll on the doorstep following up the rebound. I think he's had a fantastic game here tonight. He has not found the back of the net yet, but he's had plenty of prime scoring opportunities.
Look at this. Right
wow.
there.
Oh, my goodness.
That's just crazy stuff. Thanks, guys, for that replay and the excellent camera work. Gotta love GPTV.
Incredible production.
Yep. And if you're not watching it at home this weekend, come out here, enjoy the End Market Arena. Tell them that Lewis and Sterling sent you. As the Gamecocks come right in, holding on to that. Got some pushing and shoving now. Here we go. Hagen, about 3 Georgia guys. We got a couple of headlocks. We got some wrestling going on. Matthew Baxter was in on all that. You think they were exchanging cliff notes?
Not too sure on that one. But I do know if there's anyone who's going to step up to protect the UGA goaltender, of course it's going to be Truman Hagen stepping up for his brother Isaac between the pipes.
Well, Isaac's got more padding, but you'll see it right here, right at the end when Baxter gets hit. And then all the pushing and shoving. Great job by the officials getting in the middle of that. Again, no call. Officials have complete control of the game. Riggins in to take the draw. Minute 42 left. Loose puck. Hagen holds on to that. Pins it against the iron. Shots 20-27. Gamecocks 27 shots, 3 goals. Right back up on the half wall now. That shot missed on the near side. South Carolina couldn't make that pass across. Caused a turnover, but they're able to keep it deep. Great job by that forecheck. Gamecocks bring it right back. Gets to the center. Shot. Goal! Beautiful play. He shoots and scores. Carson Scove, 4-2. As he made one move, comes in, high glove side. Watch this GPTV replay, live and in color.
It started with a beautiful pass, I believe, from Benjamin Riccitelli. What a drag there from Scove to evade the defender. Step right up through Main Street. Beautiful finish, upper corner of the goal, glove side on Hagen.
I'll tell you what, story of the game so far are near misses. You saw Georgia down here. They got through to Moyen. It rested on the, it hit the goal post as it looked like it was going in, and then back the other end. Not so fortunate for the Bulldogs. We'll get the call here in a minute, the official call from our PA announcer. All right, that puck comes back all the way down. Looks like it hit a player. 1 minute left here in the second period. Carolina back up by 2. Come on, Jake.
Looks like we're about to get it, I think.
Jake, we're counting on you. We'll get that official goal here in just a second. But we got 1 minute left here in the second period.
Remaining in the period. 1 minute remaining.
Oh, sure. Now he chimes in. All right. Georgia fires it into the corner. Flaherty just chipped it around. Nice job up off the boards. Pusker near side.
Goal! Scored by number 18, Carson Scove. Assisted by number 23, Benjamin Riccitelli, and number 4, Colin Reed. Time of the goal, 18.
There you go. We knew who scored the goal. We wanted to get the assist out. We wanted to make sure. Georgia coming right back. Shot. Big save. Tomoyan off the glove. 16.3 seconds left. Bulldogs going to have an offensive face-off. Coach Camp's going to put his big guns out. Let's see what happened. Tomoyan. He's got somebody on the side of his helmet painted. Looks like he's got a pretty cool helmet. Not sure who it is.
Huh.
But you'll see this. Bulldogs walk right in. They shoot low glove on Tomoyan. Bobbled the shot. Covered the rebound. There's Parente. He's going to be our second intermission guest from the University of Georgia, the captain of this Bulldog team. So we'll end this period 4-2. Get ready for Mr. Parente.
I noticed that Sirota put both of his hands over his helmet after that last look as he was going to the bench. I think he was hoping for a goal there, but a phenomenal stop, as you mentioned, by Tomoyan.
All right, we are going to wait to get set up here, and I'll get my interview with Mr. Parente, set up by Coach Camp. I want to thank him and all the coaches for getting us players to interview. GPTV. Parente waiting for the coaches.
A score update in South Carolina as it goes Pirates remain tied at 1 almost halfway through the second period. We'll have more updates on this game as it happens. And now let's send it down to our intermission interview with Louis Zapano.
Hey guys, I'm here with Captain Evan Parente. Evan, What a great career you've had at Georgia, coming down from Massachusetts. Talk about what it means to you to wear the red and black.
This is Assistant Captain Ryan Bailey, but we're good. We're in the red and black. It's awesome. We're here every year. It's a special tournament. Like this morning, we went to the hospital, visited a bunch of kids, which was like, that put a smile on everyone's faces. So we're pretty much playing for them today.
That hospital visit is extremely special. And this Sunday, there's pediatric cancer game here at 3 o'clock. Love what everybody's doing here for the kids. Let's talk about this game. Huge game, huge implications. Number 8, number 9, back and forth, down 3, cut it to 2, gave up a late goal now. Great, great game to watch. What's it feel like being a part of this?
I mean, it's two great teams battling. Like you said, ranked 8 and 9. It's just going back and forth. I feel like this next period we just need to bear down, stronger on sticks, and just finish.
Well, good luck the rest of this period, the rest of this season. Thanks for joining us here on Ghost Pirates TV.
Thank you.
Beer Pong Edition. Yes, presented by our friends at Goosehead Insurance. Y'all are going to have 1 minute to clear all 10 of those cups over there. Don't worry, we're going to be rebounding them to you nice and quick. Gentlemen, on your mark, get set, go. We've got 1 minute on the clock, and those first throws are coming in. We've got rebounders on the other side that get as many throws as they can possibly make. Just a little bit off with that one. Oh. I had a little bit of a bad rebound. There you go. There is a little bit of a learning curve to this game, folks. They got 35 seconds left. Still looking for that first cup. Ooh, the rims are extra hard and unforgiving today. There's one. They are on the board. 1 cup gone. 9 to go. Make it. Ooh. Thought that was going in, Brax. 15 seconds left to get the remainder of those cups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, they're just going in for it. And you know what? We're calling that a win. Braxton, Joey, you're taking home a prize. That was dedication, courtesy of our friends at Goosehead Insurance.
Fans, welcome to the ice, the ViStar Credit Union, Zamboni. Fans, at this time, we want to thank our friends at Sunbelt Rentals, proud sponsor of this year's Savannah Hockey Classic.
takes shape in Anchor Park, a new 150-acre sports and entertainment complex being built in Wentworth. With 2 ice rinks, dining, and community spaces, the venue will be open to the public year-round. Thanks to the expert craftsmanship and leadership of Meyer Name Gym Construction, this project is building momentum and bringing a new energy to Fort Wentworth. Ghost Pirates Country, get ready. Your new home base is almost here.
What's up, hockey fans? I am here with Brian, and we're going to be playing a little Publix, higher or lower. Brian, the game is very simple. We're going to show you 3 items you can buy at Publix with incorrect prices. You tell us if the real price is higher or lower. You win a prize. You ready, Brian? Ready. All right, let's see that first item up for bids. We've got Wonder Bread for $3.05. Is the actual price higher or lower? Lower. He says lower. Let's see if he's right. Obviously. Let's see number 2. Our second item is Sargento string cheese for $6.09. Is the actual price higher or lower?
I'm going to go higher on that one.
He says higher. Oh, it's lower. Let's see this third one. We've got Ragu tomato sauce for $3.39. Is the actual retail price higher or lower? He says lower. Oh, it's higher. Brian, you got 1 out of 3. We're still going to give you a prize tonight, courtesy of our friends at Publix. Congratulations, Brian.
The Ghost Pirates have taken the lead in the second period. The game's not over yet, but we're going to keep you updated all night long. Ghost Pirates up 2-1 over division rivals South Carolina Stingrays.
Bum, bum, bum. Come on, Sterling.
Bum, bum, bum.
There you go. All right, we are waiting for the teams to come back. Want to thank everybody for joining us here on the YouTube channel. This Ghost Pirates organization. They are tied. I think the last I saw the score, they were tied in the second period up in South Carolina. As Coach Al Sirwa and his Carolina Gamecocks come out. This time they come out early.
Oh, yeah.
They were a little late last time. This time they come out early. So, Coach Sirwa, great guy. Known him for a long time. Same thing with Campy and the boys on the Georgia bench. You know what? You will learn that it's such a small fraternity, the hockey crowd, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all these Ghost Pirates TV people I've met over the last few years have been terrific. The officials, Ken Radolinski, one of the officials, I was a young coach and he was a young referee. I've known Kenny probably, I would say I was a middle-aged coach because I'm old, but probably 20, 22 years. So the relationships that you develop in the sport, they just never end. The Georgia Bulldogs, South Carolina, these guys will be friends forever. They will be in each other's weddings. They'll be in each other's lives. And I will tell you this, as you watch these replays coming up from our GPTV staff downstairs, the Bulldogs, that late goal, making it 4-2, you'll see coming in just a second. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. That was a crazy one.
From down low, and they tried it again. You'll see it coming up. Parente takes that shot. Tomoyan with the save. That was just a terrific glove save by Tomoyan. And then the big goal by Carolina. Not sure if we got that replay. That was a great angle, guys. And then you'll see Tomoyan flashing some leather. But the relationships that you make, they last forever. And it's just so fun. And we all love the game, and that's why we're all here. Now, the Ghost Pirates guys, they love the game, and it's their job on top of it. So thanks to them for coming out here, spending the weekend with all of us here so we can bring college hockey to everybody around the world. Throwing right out in front, there's Parente. Want to thank our intermission guest, Bailey, coming in for the rescue.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a high stick call coming up. But Pediatric Cancer Night, January 18th. That is Sunday, 3 o'clock. Please come out and help support these kids. I'm telling you, I was at the hospital again. I know I mentioned it. I'm a dad. I'm a grandfather. Grant's about to be a dad. So important. What these kids go through is just awful. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And let's eradicate that damn disease, especially amongst our young people. All right, back to live action here. That was Riggins with the puck. Just lost it. Bulldogs, far side. Got a penalty coming up, or penalty situation. They got the power play. There's a shot that just gets behind Tomoyan. So in the sin bin, that's Reed sitting right now, giving this Bulldog power play an opportunity to cut the lead in half. That would be huge for this Georgia crowd to get into it. Pretty quiet right now as they gave up that last goal. Bulldogs playing catch now down behind the trapezoid. Throw it right out in front. They had a man sitting there, Parente. They couldn't get him the puck. 1 minute left in this power play. Bulldogs bring it back up to the top. Hagen there brings it cross into the far side. Now he sets up. Now they're going to work the right side. Oh, Just missed, went up and over his stick. His brother comes back. Carolina's going to change everybody. They got out there quickly. Georgia changed a couple too, and they dumped the puck, and now they're going to change 2 more. 32 seconds. Bulldogs pick it up on the half wall, thrown out in front. South Carolina able to clear it, fired all the way back down on Hagen. Not a bad play. You never know what's going to happen, right?
For sure. And by the way, I didn't see the initial play, but I think they have Colin Reed in the box for slashing.
All right. So that's what we'll stick with. Gamecocks looking shot. Hagen holds the side. And a little bit more extracurricular activity, but good job by Hagen hanging on to that post. Big shoes to fill, literally and figuratively, with Ryan Testino, former Georgia goaltender, the son of 2 Georgia Tech alum. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that.
And another story on Testino, he got into Georgia Tech first, but he waited for the University of Georgia's acceptance because he wanted to play hockey in Athens. All right, back to 5 aside. Here we go. Power play. Couldn't get it done right now. Bulldogs have to keep attacking. Down to 17:20 left as we've got an icing call and a whistle. Yeah, how's that for a story?
That's great. I had no idea about that. Now, for the Georgia Tech folks, I guess, we're not going to be too happy about that decision, but he went on to have a phenomenal career at UGA. So I guess it all worked out.
Yeah, it all works out, and everybody has a good time in the end. And all you youngsters, you get your degrees from these great universities, and you get off mom and dad's payroll. That's our biggest thing. You play all the hockey you want. When you're done, you're done. Riggins with a shot from his knees. Holy cow! A 5-hole shot. The Diesel from his knees. Take a look at this on GPTV. 5-2 South Carolina. Watch this. He loses an edge. He's down. He's like, oh, I'm just going to throw it at the net, Mr. DiPaolo. Boom.
Wow. I'm going to call that the goal of the game thus far. Like you said, down on one knee. Unbelievable.
Oh, he could be in line for start of the game with that goal. That was crazy. That was absolutely nuts. A goal certainly.
South Carolina, go! Scored by number 25, John Riggins. Assisted by number 2, Aiden Dunphy, and number 10, Matthew Baxter. Time of that goal, 2:54 in the 3rd period. That's Riggins from Dunphy.
So just missing on that from the point was Martin. 5-2 Bulldogs now trailing, 16:20 left in the 3rd period. Second 3-goal lead of the game for this Gamecock team. Bulldogs able to get a line change as Noel picks that up. Georgia's had some close calls, Sterling, just not going their way right now.
Oh, for sure. For John Riggins, I believe that's his 2nd of the night as well. So a great first game in Gamecock Savannah history.
How about that? Leading scorer in the history of South Carolina in the Savannah Classic.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
All right. So we are going to have a whistle and an opportunity coming right back up. Face-off looks like it's going to be inside. But Riggins with the goal, the Long Island senior. 5-2 Ghost Pirates. End of 2. You got to love it.
Home crowd fired up here, it sounds like.
Yeah. Hey, their mascot was with us at the hospital today. There's a shot. Tomoyan with the save. Comes right back up top. So got to meet Davey and the caretaker, Maddie. Want to say shout out to her. Kids love to see the Ghost Pirates mascot in the hospital as well. Carolina Trying to rim it around. Couldn't get it there. Chipped up and out. Albers. Georgia able to recover. Down 3. You'd love to, try to get one about every 5 minutes if your coach Campy. See what you can do. Tomoyan there. They got to keep throwing shots on net. They got 32 for South Carolina, 26 for this Georgia Bulldog team. Again, this is a battle of 8 and 9. Couple of toe drags, couldn't get through the defense. But again, we've seen that toe drag before by Scove.
Yeah, he's really shown off the mitts tonight. It's how he scored his first goal here in this one. Just dragged it to the backhand, right back forehand, and that bought himself a lane. Finished it off with a beautiful snipe.
Radulinski, the rich Radulinski is what I should say. Former retired New York police officer. He's a good guy to patrol the bench and make sure that Georgia has the right guys out on an icing call like that. Coming right back behind his own net with some speed. Trying to get the puck going forward was Knoll. We've called his name a lot.
Oh, yeah, he's been all over this
one. So
one.
close. There's a shot to Moyen with the glove save. Now, 14-18 left. I'm Coach Al Sirwar. What I'm telling my guys is make sure you keep the puck deep. Keep doing what you're doing, but get the puck deep. Don't get caught. F2's got to stay back. F3, you don't need to pinch if you're the defense and give Georgia an opportunity. And I'm telling Tomoyan, stop the puck, cover everything, live the play another day. You don't need to put the puck back in play.
That's right. It's time for smart hockey if you're USC.
Big save. Shot from the point by Hagen. Big rebound. Carolina able to clear it out. Here they come again. Shot. Hagen with the save. Covers that one up. And we'll have a face-off to his right.
Nice play by Stickley there. And, of course, if you have the opportunity, why not lug that puck into the O-zone? Cuts it back towards the high slot, takes that wrist shot. Never know what might happen. I like the play there.
Face off. Controlled battle there. Georgia comes up with it. On the far boards. Big hit. Great defensive play. Couple of big hits. Bonsukin throwing his body around. Played the body perfectly. Georgia. That shot's deflected. Comes all the way back around. Back out to center now. Hagen. It's backhanded. Thought maybe it was played by a high stick by Flaherty. Referee says no. Chipped up. Not out yet. Finally, South Carolina able to control it. There's Flaherty. Poked away from him. Gamecocks come right back in, though. Backhand. Kept it going forward is Dunphy. Dunphy 1-on-3. Just cycles the puck over here, wasting a lot of time. Putting pressure on is number 10. That is our man, Matthew Baxter. Baxter and Martin collide. Body's starting to fly now. The winner of this game is going to take on the Florida Gators for the Savannah Cup. Will Georgia come back? Can they come back? Will South Carolina advance to the finals in their first ever Savannah Cup? All the answers next on YouTube TV for this Ghost Pirates channel. That puck chipped up. They were trying to get it back to Parente. Couldn't do it. And all there. Dunphy looking. Throws it in front. That one off. Hagen, he had a man on the back door. We all saw that one coming. That's Baxter on the back door. He's there again. Loose puck. Baxter gets a swipe at it. Bouncing puck. Baxter picks that one up. They're relentless. I'll give them that. Gamecocks now. Long pass off Riggins. He just lets it go into the corner. Smart play. South Carolina on a line change. Just below us is Baird. Turns the puck back over. Some fresh legs out. We got an offside call. says Rich Radolinsky, and who am I to judge? They were offside.
Now, Lewis, I'm just wondering, Georgia's down 3 with just under 12 minutes left. What's your philosophy on pulling the goaltender? Are you a more aggressive guy?
Yeah, I would say I'm more aggressive. I mean, it's way too early right now.
Sure.
But, see, right there, turnover, shot just on top of Tomoyan, but he's way back. Listen, we've seen some crazy bounces, right?
Yeah.
He was way back in his blue paint, and he stopped it, and you're going to cause an offensive face-off. You got to take some chances. Georgia's defense is the one that has to start pinching. They have to start taking some chances, and that could create some chances coming back the other way for South Carolina. But you're down 3, I mean, maybe 5-minute mark. See what they say. There's a shot, loose puck in front. There's a scramble, some more pushing and shoving. McAvoy right there. Georgia's getting pressure. I mean, they got 31 shots.
Yeah, no.
And there's lots of rebounds.
Absolutely.
So they just need one to make people quiver a little bit.
And they've had the momentum recently. This 31 shot mark is compared to South Carolina's 34, so pretty even amongst or split between the teams. I guess for UGA, you got to just keep testing Tomoyan here.
Those stats brought to you by a master's student in his senior year from a computer science major from Georgia Tech.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Got a nice display here on the Jumbotron to hold back the curtain for you a little. That's how we found it.
All right, let's see what we got here coming up for you. 11-minute mark. We're going to have our 3 stars of the game. We're going to have a post-game interview. Georgia able to come up with that loose puck. They got a 3-on-2, exactly what they need. Miller there. Miller takes a shot. There's a big rebound. South Carolina does a really good job, Sterling, coming back to clear those rebounds.
Yep, super important here with just 10 minutes to go. I think another offside situation. Little bit of extracurricular activity there we saw between Enzo Finelli and Truman Hagen right after that play.
So Flores, see what he's talking to the scorekeeper about. Not sure what the call is. So Parente talking to the officials. Totten is there. Did you see what happened behind the play?
I mean, there was a little bit of scrappiness, but nothing too much. Looks like we're going to play 5-a-side here,
Yeah.
I think.
Nothing going on. So maybe, I didn't see. The clock looks like it's fine. How about that? There is a penalty. So it had to be an unsportsmanlike. We'll get the call. Number 40, they got the call on Hagen. I don't know if it was Flores or Totten that made the call. Hagen with the penalty. Spencer Watson going to serve it. Here's Parente now. Try to pick up what the call is from the press box as soon as we get a second. But power play, a chance to really put a dagger in this if the Gamecock power play can put one in. Meanwhile, got to be careful. Shorthanded back the other way. Bulldogs couldn't get that one to center. Possession on the far side.
Assist to number 40, Isaac Hagen. 2 minutes for slashing. To be served by number 16, Spencer Watson.
2 minutes for slashing. See that bouncing puck on Tomoy and the way that was?
Oh, yeah. Ice is a bit choppy halfway through the third.
Yeah, it's the second game in a row, and we still got one more left. Rimmed around. Gamecocks in control. 5-2. Looking. Riggins shot. Saved by Hagen. He was going high blocker. Riggins made the pass across. There's a shot. Rebound. Georgia able to clear it up here on the near side. No, not there yet, but he's going forward on it. Nearly caused a turnover. He gets right back up. 9 minutes left. Third period. Carolina. First ever game here in Savannah. They put 5 up on number 9 Georgia. Again, these two teams played earlier in the year. Georgia coming out victorious. South Carolina looking to avenge that and get into the championship. Like it was offsides. Play continues. Tashjian. Georgia, far side. Back to even strength. 8-19 and counting. You will keep an eye on Hagen for us. We'll see what happens if coach is going to pull him. But right now they've got the puck in the offensive end. Thrown right out in front. Big save. Just missed on that rebound again. Turned. Picked up Parente. Parente with it. Went back door. That was stopped by Flaherty. South Carolina going to change a couple. They send 2 in. Got the puck deep. That's all he needs to do is Enzo Finelli. Carolina still maintains possession. Hard pass across. Smart play. Coming in. Walking. Taking a shot. Blockered into the corner. Parente turns. Dumps that one all the way back down. He's exhausted. It's going to be an icing call and a whistle. 7:24 left.
That was a fantastic opportunity for David DuBois. Plenty of room down the right circle for him. You mentioned, Lewis, the previous matchup between these two teams. I believe that was a 5-4 UGA victory. So for South Carolina, this is exactly how you want to respond. Up by 3 with 7 minutes left in game number 2 this season.
Back up. Down low, just off the stick of Albers. On the wall, now it comes right back below the goal line. George is able to pick it up. That's Parente. He's been on forever. He can't get off the ice yet because of the icing call. And he was going hard up and back, up and back. So you know he doesn't have much left in the tank and needs a rest. Parente there, he can't keep it out. South Carolina right on top of it. Gamecocks. Dumpy. Winkleblack. He's pinned against the boards, walking right out with it. Holding on. Now they just cycle it down as Albers. Trying to get it to Winkleblack. There's a ripping shot. Hagen with the save. Second one, another save. Beautiful play.
Couple nice reactionary stops from Hagen.
Georgia's exhausted. You could see it. Finally, they get the puck. They're able to clear it. They get it to Bailey. Bailey's going to just skate it. Now he skates in. He got some fresh Bulldog legs. Shot high and over the head. Bouncing puck. That was a weird bounce off the stanchion. Carolina coming right back. 2-on-3. Coming in. Backhand right in the blue paint. Oh, baby. Inches away from ice in this one. Colin Reed got that puck deep. There's another save, and Hagen holds on.
I think it's all thanks to the previous shift by the Gamecocks hemming the Ice Dogs into their own end. The defensemen were unable to get off and make a change, enabling Colin Reed to try to blow by them and drive to the net. Really nice play and nice job reading the D from Colin Reed.
So we got our media timeout. We'll be back with the final 5:51 left here in just a minute.
Let's hear it one more time for all of our service members in attendance with us this evening.
All right, back to live action. Want to say hi to my friends down in South Florida, Michael Purewitz. Michael, former college hockey player himself, now involved in a lot of different things, including coaching on the Lynn University bench. Michael, thanks for joining us here on this YouTube TV for the Ghost Pirates. Our Flyers are getting pounded lately. It's kind of like the Flyer flop after Christmas. We just lose our momentum. All right, back to live action here. 5:13 left. 5-2 South Carolina. Georgia not done yet as they walk right out. Took a shot. Tomoyan with the save. Bring it back up to the point. There's another shot. Loose puck scramble. Tell you what, Carolina has done a fantastic job clearing the rebounds in front of Tomoyan.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Now, for Georgia, you're under the 5-minute mark. Let's take a look at the next time they get their top line out there, see if Hagen starts to wander.
.440 left. 5-2. Coach probably going to keep him in, but I've got young eyes up here with me. Mr. Sterling is going to take a look and make sure
I'll
he stays
keep
between
checking.
the pipes. Got the green piping here. Listen, this place was so cool when they hosted the All-Star game with the lime green and the colors, and the ice was just phenomenal. Turn dumped right back in by Hagen. Turnover. Georgia brings that back up to the point. There's a shot deflection. Tomoyan with the save. 41 shots for South Carolina. 34 for Georgia.
Yeah, so a high shooting affair. Notably, I don't think I've seen Coach John Camp even really look at Hagen, at least not from what I've seen. So not sure what the plan is, if maybe he's content 5-on-5 for now. We'll have to see.
Shot, save. Want to say hi to Sarge, still watching in Huntsville. He said Riggins is awesome. He is, and if you continue watching, you may get to see him one more time, Sarge. He could be a star of the game. Sarge, one of the founders of this tournament. Him and some other guys. Who's from Georgia. I think Jesus was a baby when they got it going with Sarge. South Carolina. Got some fresh bodies out there. Shot from the point. Hagen holds on. 3:19 left here.
South Carolina's done a really nice job of bleeding the clock out. You know, with 3:19 left, if you're keeping that puck in your offensive zone, Georgia's not even going to get an opportunity to climb back into this one. So nice work just testing Hagen, keeping the puck on this half of the ice.
Up and off the boards. Chipped up by Parente. Bulldogs still trying to come forward. Somebody lost the stick. It was a Carolina player. They pick it right back up. Parente. Turnover. Coming out. Beautiful play. A shot and a goal. A turnover by Parente. The nail in the coffin. Carson Stickley makes a move. And the South Carolina Gamecocks, 6 goals on this Georgia Bulldogs team.
Way to capitalize on that turnover. Let's take a look here. Beautiful work dragging it to the backhand right by Hagen, and the easy tuck-in for the 4-goal lead.
Well, Coach Sirois is a big, strong dude, and we talked about how many points he scored in juniors. His name is up in the banners with Brad Richards and Sidney Crosby for Rimouski. I'm sure he does a lot of those French-Canadian moves. Shot in the goal, coming right back. How about that? Wyatt McAvoy says, not so fast. We're not done yet. You see if that changes the mood. 6-3 now. 2:43 left in the third period. Coach still has one timeout. Told you they weren't going to quit. You see him pick the puck up right there and just boom.
Now it's their turn to capitalize on a turnover, and that's just a great release blocker side from McAvoy.
Georgia coming right back. Hagen still in the net. Throws it right toward Tomoyan. Comes right across the blue paint. Nobody there. 2:23 left. Hagen just chilling on the crossbar. He better wake up. He's got a man coming in on him.
Scored by number 11, Carson Stickley. Assisted by number 8, Jake Pusker. Time of that goal, 17 minutes in the third period. That's Stickley from Pusker for South Carolina.
So that was Carolina's goal. Let's see if we get Georgia.
Scored by number 17, Wyatt McAvoy. Assisted by number 6, Jordan Sirota, and number 12, Zachary Knoll.
So Knoll on the board with Sirota. Minute 30 left. Georgia down 6-3. No quitting these guys. Gamecocks come in. Drop pass shot that just missed. Going out the far side is Parente. Parente, the senior. Possibly his last Savannah weekend. They get that puck on top of Tomoyan, who holds on for a whistle.
That's some really nice patience from Spencer Watson holding on to that drag as he was looking for the optimal shooting lane. Took a shot to Moyen, keeping his team by.
We'll have a face-off to the right of Tomoyan. Minute 8 left here, third period. South Carolina, barring a miracle, is going to advance to the championship game in their very first invitation. Less than 1 minute here in the third period against the Florida Gators. Couple of national champions from a year ago. Georgia comes right back in. Shot, save. Tomoyan there. Hagen. Picked up and off the glass. Comes all the way back down. We got an icing and a whistle. Setting up a big game for tomorrow, Mr. Sterling.
Oh, yes. We've seen a ton of offense from the two advancing teams. I believe 5 goals for Florida in game number 1, 6 for the Gamecocks here. Should be an electric championship game. Can't wait.
Dude, that computer science is coming in really handy.
I suppose it is.
Low.
Now 43-38 shots on goal, so goaltender's really been tested in this one.
Lots of shots from both teams. There's another one, glove save. Martin with the shot. 27.2 seconds left, third period. Gamecocks advancing to the championship in their very first opportunity here in Savannah. Bulldogs over here into the corner, trying to fire that one toward the net. It was blocked, goes behind the net. Up and around, 15 seconds left. Parente, there's a shot from the slot. Bulldogs lost their stick. They bring it over here on the near side. Fire it right in on Hagen. He holds on. So now we got lots going on behind the play. You knew that was coming. It was Bailey and Baxter. As Baxter went in, clock runs to 0, and that's going to do it. The officials run the clock down. That is the end of the game. The South Carolina Gamecocks, first time here in Savannah, and they end up defeating the Georgia Bulldogs 6-3 and will face the Florida Gators. Sterling, your thoughts?
What a phenomenal game. Bit of a surprising start to this one, at least for me, with the Gamecocks going up 3-0 early. The Ice Dogs showing great resiliency, climbing their way back into it, cutting it to a 1-goal game down 3-2. But South Carolina able to get the job done with a couple of late goals in the third period.
So the team's going to do the traditional post-game handshake. The Georgia Bulldogs will play tomorrow. They are ranked number 9, so they are the highest seeded team that lost today, right?
I believe so,
Yeah,
yes.
because Tennessee's 10. So they will play Georgia Tech tomorrow, or does it matter who wins the game tonight?
I believe whoever wins tonight is going to
Plays
play Georgia,
Georgia.
yes.
So you could have a Georgia Tech game tomorrow.
Wouldn't that be something else? Clean old-fashioned hate back at End Market Arena. We'd all love to see that.
Hate? There's hate between Georgia and Georgia Tech?
Just a little bit. Just a little.
All right, let's see if we get Rigo on. He's talking to Parente now. Season's not over. Long way to go for both these teams. So the coaching staffs out there right now, they, again, they were together in Europe, just got back about 10 days ago. Then Georgia was up in Nashville at the SEC. See a lot of the players talking to each other after the game. You got to love that. That's great to see.
Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier, with the best part being the community. So you could see there a couple of huddles on the ice with representatives from both teams. Totally agree. I think that's my favorite part as well, the relationships built here through collegiate hockey.
Relationships and memories that'll last a lifetime. We're waiting for Riggins. If they want to get Al Sirois Grant on the, if you can't find the player, you want to get the coach, that's fine too. Al's right there stepping up on the ice. Not sure what we're waiting for right now, but so the scorekeeper giving him the whistle like you got to get off. So I think Riggins is already off the ice, guys. I don't see him there. If you want to get coach real quick, we'll grab Sirois and wrap it up. If that's okay with our Ghost Pirates people, just let me know. Regardless, it was a very, very successful start to the South Carolina career here in Savannah.
Okay, our third star from South Carolina, number 33, Tyler Tamoyen.
How about that?
Our
Legendary.
second star from South Carolina, number 18, Carson Scow.
He had some beautiful toe drags all night.
Oh, yeah. Well-deserved second star.
And our first star from South Carolina, number 25, Sean Riggins. Dragons.
Well, we can do the interview off the ice so we can get going.
And now let's send it over to Louis DiPaolo for tonight's post-game interview.
John, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, welcome to South Carolina. I've got to call a lot of your games. You're a senior from Bethpage, New York. What a way. You had a national championship. Now you get invited to Savannah. 1-0. You got to love it playing the Gators in the championship.
Oh yeah, we're extremely excited. It's a tournament we've been looking forward to all year, and we still got to get a job, but today was a good first step.
Tell us real quick, we wanted to get you on that goal where you scored from your knees. You've scored some incredible goals in your career. Probably never one like that from your knees.
Sometimes it's pretty good to be lucky, but that was definitely a fun one to score.
All right, well, thanks for joining us here. Good luck. See you tomorrow, and congratulations.
Let's go get your guns.
All right, back to you.